Welcome to Manny's TV Talk, where we will talk about all of our favorite reality TV shows and news surrounding them. Grab a snack, a drink, and get comfortable because this starts now.
Hey guys, let's chat today about the Real Housewives of Atlanta, but most specifically Kandi Burruss. You guys, this season is going crazy. It's getting really bad reviews. People are over it. They're over the storylines. They're over Marlo. They're over the whole thing. So this is what happened. Sanya Richards Ross, who people thought she was friendly with Kandi, because if you guys remember, Kandi and her mentioned they went to Disneyland together before the season began. But Sanya is clearly Marlo's friend. So she was doing an interview with none other than Carlos King. So she was on his show. They were talking about a lot of things, but the piece of it that's really, trending is the part where he asked Sanya if she could have her dream cast, who would be on it. Now, as far as the current cast, she only kept herself and Marlo and Shereé. And she said Kandi and Kenya could, sit down for a few seasons, and she then began to name the people she would bring. And among those people, she mentioned Phaedra Parks. Now, she never said she wanted Kandi gone or she wanted her fired, but she did say she would want to keep her on the side until season 20. So that's 5 more seasons. So of course it was some shade. I don't think she was being too serious, but I guess Kandi didn't like that. So on Sunday, she went to her YouTube channel, because she has a YouTube channel, and I guess she does reviews of every episode of Atlanta. And she addressed Sanya and was saying that she didn't know what she was talking about, that she didn't even know these people, and I'm guessing she's talking about Phaedra. And then she started to say, let's not talk about what the fans have to say, because if we want to talk about what the fans have to say, then we know who's leaving, and it's not me. Now, I think that might have been a little bit of an overreaction. That was just an interview, and some people are saying, why is Kandi coming for Sanya? This was just an interview. Is she really looking at everyone's interviews and wanting them to, say something nice about her? But then again, I do understand. I think that the question was just messy. The way Sanya answered it was messy, but I don't think it was malicious. I think we can all agree, as much as I love Nene Leakes, the way she answered a long time ago and she said Cynthia needs to leave, she's not adding anything, that was malicious. But I don't think either of them were being malicious. But I do think Kandi was overreacting by saying, let's talk about the fans. That's a little mean, I would say, but I guess some people would say it's only fair for her to respond. Now, after Sunday's episode, there was a scene, and I covered the episode if you guys want to go check that out. But remember, you guys, there was a scene where Sanya and Kandi were at the restaurant at the OLG, and Kandi, pretty much said, you got to pick who you're going to be in. It's either me or her. Now, she didn't say it's either me or her, but that's kind of what she was saying. And there's a mixed reaction. You got the one side that's saying, Sanya can be friends with Marlo, sure, but then she can't be buddy-buddy with Kandi. And then there's the other side that's saying, well, Kandi has no right to tell people who she can or can't be friends with. And if you think about it, just because we're friends with someone and our friend doesn't get along with another person, that doesn't mean that other person's my enemy. Now, granted, if it is something major and they really, really don't like each other because something big happened, then I understand. But I mean, I think there's still a way that Sanya can be friendly with Kandi, not necessarily be her friend, but still be Marlo's friend. So that's the part that's a little tricky, because I always think of this in the reality TV show terms, but then I also want to think about it in real life. In real life, would I like my friend being friends with someone who I didn't like? No. But I also wouldn't tell them you gotta pick a side. I think they should have enough judgment to do that. Some people call Sanya a flip-flopper, but it looks like she is definitely picking a side. And these dynamics are changing, you guys. So I can't wait to see what's going to happen at the reunion. It looks like Kandi's going to be coming for Marlo and Sanya and probably even Shereé. So she is fed up. Now, what I wanted to talk about was Carlos King, who went on his podcast because he also, I guess, covers the episodes every week, and he was very disappointed in Kandi and pretty much said, how dare you be asking people to choose, it's either me or her, like who are you? And then this is the interesting part, you guys. He said Kandi doesn't even want a friendship with Sanya, all she wants are alliances. And if that wasn't bad enough, he then said, you know what, I'm gonna say it, Kenya and Kandi are not friends, they have an alliance on the show. Some people were shocked, and oh my god, I wasn't shocked by him saying that, because I've never, I mean, I think if we're being realistic, I think Kandi and Kenya are definitely friends on the show, and they're friendly with, I don't think we'll ever hear one of them say anything bad about the other one on the media or on social media. But do I think they're best friends and they're really there with each other behind the scenes? I don't think so. They did go on a vacation together a while ago, but I think that might have something to do with the fact that the show is airing. And I know a lot of people might want to say they are friends. I don't think so. If you go back and you really look at their Instagram and like real private moments that are not like for the show, I don't think you'll see them that close together. And again, I'm not saying they don't like each other, but I think Carlos might have a point on that. And because if you think about it, Kenya and Kandi weren't even all that until like the last season of where Nene was on. So I mean, I think if you really think about it, we could all probably agree to that. But that was what Carlos King said, and you guys, that also had some mixed reactions. So Carlos King was on the show for a while, but some people are saying, mind your business, Carlos, go and fix your own shows on OWN. Now, Carlos King is messy. He wants to be all up on the housewife business, like he doesn't have his own. Imagine if Andy Cohen started recapping Love and Marrige Huntsville. I mean, come on, Carlos. But I think he's playing a long game, so I think Carlos has a lot of plans to do. But it looks like he definitely does not like Kandi too much, especially he doesn't like what she did this past episode. But you know what, Carlos King definitely called out Marlo about a week ago for her storyline and how messy it was. And let's touch on that real quick. Marlo, some people are keep saying she's crazy, and it's actually interesting because I saw a Speak On It episode from Kandi's where Marlo was on, and they were talking about what is more important, the show or their real friendship. And Marlo said the show is more important because it's our job, and our job is what, maintains us and our families. So I don't think Marlo is being serious. I think she is 100% doing this, being calculated and doing it for the show. Does that make it less worse? I don't know, but it is what it is. But you guys, let me know, what are your thoughts in the comment section. Do you think Kandi has a right to tell someone who she can or can be friends with? And what do you think about Carlos King and his comments? Let me know, what are your thoughts in the comment section. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. Have a great one. Bye.